Welcome to Nerd Culture News, where I bring you facts about fiction. And today we're going to be reviewing Power Rangers Once and Always. It's Morphin' time! Power Rangers Once and Always, the 30th anniversary special of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Who can believe that it has been 30 years? Are you feeling old? Because I am most definitely feeling old right now. In this review, it is going to be primarily spoiler-free. Anything that I'm going to be talking about is mostly going to be stuff that you've seen in the trailer. So if you haven't watched it yet, don't worry, I'm not going to ruin any of the magic for you. This special comes in at just under an hour, and it does a really good job of giving you that old cheesy feel of Power Rangers that if you grew up with it, you're going to be right at home. But I don't think that this is a special that if you weren't someone that watched Power Rangers back then, that you're probably going to have much interest in. And that's not a bad thing. It's not something that's supposed to be bringing in new people to the franchise. It's something to celebrate the people that have stuck with it or enjoyed it when they were younger. But this might be a good jumping off point for some people that have kids, that if you enjoyed Power Rangers, you could watch this with them and possibly get into Dino Fury that leads into Cosmic Fury later, even though, and sadly, this doesn't have any connection with the upcoming Cosmic Fury season. This special does have a large focus on Trini's daughter, Min, and it's completely understandable since we never have really got much in the way of mourning the loss of the actress that did play the Yellow Ranger in the original Power Rangers. And them giving ode to Thuy Trang really felt good in this. It's something that I feel like the Power Rangers has a bad habit of only focusing on a few highlight characters, but she was one of the originals, and it is nice to finally get that moment to step back. And I'll admit, I got a little teary-eyed at a few scenes that involved talking about her or her daughter, Min. Of course, this isn't only about her. You're having multiple of the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers coming back. Sadly, I know that a lot of people would have loved to have had one last performance from JDF, but him and the original actress for Kimberly, Amy Jo Johnson, weren't part of the special. So instead, they brought other people in, like Kat, that came in later seasons to be the Pink Ranger, who in continuity does end up having a child with Tommy Oliver. A lot of this mainly just focuses around Rita Repulsa comes back. She ends up unaliving the Yellow Ranger, and then her daughter later is going to try and come up and take that mantle. But you are getting a lot of Rangers back, such as David Yost playing Billy, which was one of my favorite parts of this. Walter Jones as Zach and David Yost as Billy really are the main reason to come back to this. If you're coming for another Ranger that might have been your favorite that's in the special, I wouldn't get too excited because the focus is primarily on those two characters. It is so nice seeing David Yost come back because a lot of people know that he left the show right before Turbo because of a lot of harassment that he was dealing with due to his sexuality. And in this special, it does show a gay couple in it. So that makes me a little bit happy. It seems like Power Rangers has been coming a long way towards showing its acceptance and support of the LGBTQ plus community. I'm not even saying that they go and like change Billy's sexual orientation or anything like that. It's just that there is a gay couple at one scene for one small part. And it is nice seeing things like that because it's really hard to hear of why David Yost originally left the franchise. I really feel like at this point, if David Yost has any form of a relationship that's been rekindled between himself and Bandai, I would love to see him come back for a season as like a mentor character. And it feels like that is something that could be quite possible, knowing that after Cosmic Fury, there's going to be this larger reboot and overhauling of the Power Rangers franchise. So it would be a perfect opportunity to bring him in as a mentor character. Also, if you're expecting any Rangers from any other seasons, do not get your hopes up. This is a focus on characters from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That is where the focus is going to be at. As for it being a 30th anniversary special, it did feel kind of light. I'm not saying that we always have better specials, because what we got with Super Mega Force was a whole thing, unfortunately. But if you look back to things like Forever Red, it felt like it was shot more in the series, where the way it was shot felt very different than even recent seasons like Dino Fury. Something about just the cameras that they were using or something, it didn't feel quite the same. It didn't feel bad, but something about it just felt a bit off. Still enjoyable, but that's a critique from somebody that was from film school, just kind of nitpicking things. I did enjoy this special. I will probably watch it a time or two again. I don't know after the nostalgia goggles fall off how often I will go back and watch this, but I am glad that it got made, and it was great seeing some of the old Rangers that we don't normally get to see suit back up. Thank you for watching the newest episode of Nerd Culture News. If you enjoyed the video, please go and give us a thumbs up. If you didn't, give us a thumbs down. And if you are enjoying my videos, make sure that you're subscribed. And as always, have yourself a beautiful day.